night hums low beneath the trees. A whisper drifts across the field. I trace the wind like old memories and wonder what the stars conceal. There's a light out past the valley where your voice once used to stay. I still see your shadow moving through the golden end of day. The river knows our secret names. It sings them soft beneath its breath. I still hear you in the silence between the thunder and the rest. The world turns slow, the hours fade, and all the colors start to blend. But I keep finding little echoes that remind me where you've been. If I close my eyes, I see you standing where the willows bend. Your heart a lantern in the distance, a fire that never learned to end. And though the road keeps pulling onward and my boots are lined with dust, I still walk toward the places that once belonged to us. Some nights I feel you near again, in the hush before the dawn, a flicker in the pines, so faint but enough to carry on. The morning breaks in amber hues, and I breathe you in like rain. You were never really leaving, just returning through the pain. Somewhere the light still lives. The air is thin, the evening slow, a silver hush across the land. I trace the lines the rivers wrote, like stories fading in the sand. Your laughter drifts on quiet air, a sound the twilight wants to keep. It moves between the rustling leaves, then settles where the willows sleep. house still leans the same old way, its windows filled with amber glow. I stand outside and watch the dust catch fire where the sunsets go. There's beauty in the letting go, and knowing love can still remain, not in the holding but the space where hearts remember through the rain. A single star begins to rise. Star begins to rise. The night folds softly over me, and though the roads have changed their names, they lead where they're supposed to be. So I'll keep walking slow and true, through quiet fields and gentle winds, somewhere the light still lives for you, and somewhere it begins again. The way the river knows, the night was long, the stars were pale, the kind that hum before they fade. I walk the edge of memory's trail, where love was lost but softly stayed. The ground was damp with yesterday. Each step I took stirred up the past. The echoes rose, they called my name, and whispered that something still lasts. I found the place we used to go, where summer met the trembling pines. The air was sweet, the water low, but time had worn away the sign. Still I swore I heard you laugh, carried down from higher ground. And for a breath I turned to ask, but only silence answered sound. Oh, the way the river knows our name, it keeps them hidden in the flow. Through every bend, through every change, it hums a song of long ago. The night may fade, the dawn may come, and carry light where darkness goes. But love still drifts where we belong, in the way the river knows. The morning came in threads of gold, the fog still clung to fallen trees, and I could feel what I'd been told, that some goodbyes don't mean to leave. I saw your coat caught on a nail, still hanging where the barn had stood. The years fell off like autumn veil, and everything felt understood. I sat a while beneath the sun and watched the ripples twist and spin. It felt like time had just begun, and I was standing there again. No promise left, no words to find, just quiet peace the water shows, a gentle truth beneath my mind, that nothing ever really goes. Oh, the way the river knows our name, it keeps them hidden in the flow, through every bend, through every change. It hums a song of long ago. The night may fade, the dawn may come, and carry light where darkness goes, but love still drifts where we belong, in the way the river knows. In the quiet glow of the evening, your shadow lingers on the wall. Every word you left unspoken still echoes through it all. I keep walking through the silence where your laughter used to be. Every step feels like a memory, fading slow inside of me. I can still feel your heartbeat in the static of the rain. Every drop reminds me how I'll never be the same. The world keeps spinning slower when I think of what we lost. But even in the sorrow, I'd still pay the cost. You were my calm, my storm, my reason, a fleeting light, an endless night. Now I search the sky for pieces of a love that once felt right. Every star feels like a whisper, every dawn a trace of you. And though I know the past is over, it feels like something true. So I'll keep my heart wide open, let the ghosts of time drift through. If every pain can hold a meaning, then I'll find my way to you. No more dreams of what we could be, no more waiting for the sign, just the peace of letting go now, and the memory's still mine. Where the morning waits, the air was cool, the fields were wide and dawn was slow to find the trees. The river bent like something tired, still it whispered soft to me. I carried thoughts I couldn't name, like folded letters never sent. And every mile behind my steps felt like a truth I'd just invent. The sun came low, a golden blur. It painted warmth on rusted gates. I thought of all the roads we took, and how each one still hesitates. The crows flew high through broken clouds, their wings cut clean through yesterday. And for a breath I almost swore you never really went away. The town was quiet, smoke and song. A porch light flickered faint and blue. I lingered there and let it be. The world's still turning without you. And though I know the years will fade, and voices thin like autumn rain, somewhere the morning waits for us to start it all again. Whisper of the fields, the day folds quiet into gold, and dust drifts slow along the lane. I walk the path we used to know, the earth still calling out your name. The fences lean with stories told by winds that never learn to stay. I see our dreams in scattered light, just fading softly far away. There's comfort in the soundless things, the hum of crickets after rain. A porch light flickers in the dark, like it remembers all the same. I've left my heart in open skies and miles of truth behind my eyes. Each step a note of something lost, each breath small reprise. Oh, 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 fields still whisper when I pass. They tell me love was never gone, just buried deep beneath the grass. Still growing roots when I move on. And though the night begins to fall and shadows weave through all I've known, I find a quiet kind of grace in learning how to walk alone. The light between the hills, the morning came in quiet tones, soft gold across the open plain. I felt the weight of what was gone, but somehow lighter in the rain. The road was damp with memory, each puddle holding half a dream. And I could almost see your face reflected in the silver gleam. The cabin leans where we once slept, its walls still hum a gentle tune. The scent of pine, the faded wood, still breathing echoes of that June. And though the fields have turned to rust and time has blurred the way we spoke, I swear I heard you call my name through drifting leaves and rising smoke. Oh, the light between the hills remains, even when the night feels long. It hums beneath the autumn rains, a quiet, endless song. Through the stillness, through the pain, through every mile we roam. Oh, the light between the hills remains, to lead the lost ones home. The seasons fold their fragile hands and and whisper soft to passing years. The ground forgets the heavy steps, but never what it holds so dear. The birds still trace the evening sky, the river hums the same old way, and every ending soft or wild becomes a dawn in its own day. So let the cold wind have its say, let distance draw its crooked line, for love was never meant to stay, it's meant to turn and still be mine. And when the dark begins to fade and morning spills its golden foam, I'll know that somewhere in that light you found your way back home. Oh, the light between the hills remains, even when the night feels long. It hums beneath the autumn rains, a quiet, endless song. Through the stillness, through the pain, through every mile we roam. Oh, the light between the hills remains, to lead the lost ones home. Burned low, the night stood still, the mountains whispered soft and far. I felt the echo in my chest, like knowing where the lost things are. The porch was wet with morning dew, the dawn of pale and trembling gold, and every sound the forest made was half a truth you used to hold. The past still bends behind the barn, where wildflowers break through stone. The air still smells of cedar smoke, and everything I've ever known. I left your jacket by the chair, it hangs like time that doesn't move. The world keeps turning unaware of all the things it can't remove. When the wind came home through the pines again, it carried voices soft and low, and I could swear I heard your name in the way the branches slow. No, I don't chase what's gone anymore, but sometimes I still roam to feel the breath of all before, when the wind came home. The sky turned white The light turned thin, the day grew tired, the air grew small. I watched the crows drift out of sight, their shadows painting on the wall. And though the years have worn their miles and softened all the edges clear, the heart still beats for things it's lost, for ghosts that never disappear. I spoke your name into the dusk, it broke apart, then lingered near. And in the stillness all at once, the world felt simple, pure, sincere. There's peace in knowing we were real, even if we couldn't stay. The wind returned, the trees would bend and carry you away. When the wind came home through the pines again, it carried voices soft and low, and I could swear I heard your name in the way the branches slow. No, I don't chase what's gone anymore, but sometimes I still roam to feel the breath of all before, when the wind came home. The sun was barely touching down, the fields were gold, the air was thin. I drove until the silence grew, and let the miles just pull me in. The radio hummed a crooked tune, the kind that fades but doesn't end. And in the glass beside my hand, I saw your face begin again. The fences leaned, the map was torn, but I kept following the signs, through towns that never learned my name, and dreams we left between the lines. The river shone like borrowed light, it curved the way your laughter stayed. I never learned to let things go, I only watched them drift away. All the roads we leave behind us, still remember every turn, every whisper, every silence, every bridge we let burn. And though the dust may hide the way, and time may close our eyes, the roads we leave behind us still know how to say goodbye. The sky leaned low, 1,000 drops like small regrets. But even storms can feel like peace, when all that's lost is what's been kept. I stopped beneath the trembling light, a gas pump hum, a breath of years, and thought of you in summer's glow. Some truths don't need to find an end, they live like roots beneath the stone. We learn to walk with what we've known, to make the ache a kind of home. The wind picked up, the night grew wild, the headlights stretched the road ahead, and somewhere past that endless line I felt your words replay instead. Oh, the roads we leave behind us, still remember every turn, every whisper, every silence, every bridge we let burn. And though the dust may hide the way, and time may close our eyes, the roads we leave behind us still know how to say goodbye. As the dawn came slow and wide, the clouds began to break apart. I realized we never lose, we only carry what we start. The world rolled on, the day turned new, the past grew quiet, soft and kind, and I kept driving just to feel the roads we leave behind. Lanterns in the rain, the sky was dim, the ground still wet, the day had barely found its voice. I walked the road where we once met, half out of grief, half out of choice. The river hummed beneath the bridge, its song was low, its rhythm slow, and in that sound I felt your name, the one I never let go. The lantern swung from wooden beams, each one a breath of fading light. They swayed like all our fragile dreams, between the dark and nearly bright. I watched them drift through mist and air, a field of fire, soft and thin. And for a moment I believed that love could find its way again. Lanterns in the rain, they burn but never stay, flickering through the memories of everything we gave away. Lanterns in the rain, they rise and fall and fade, but somehow through the letting go we learn what love has made. The streets were lined with fallen leaves, their scent was warm like smoke and pine. I thought of words we didn't say, and how the silence made them mine. The windows glowed from distant homes, the world kept turning without sound, and I just stood and watched the sky to see if ghosts still gathered round. I carried light inside my coat, a tiny flame, a trembling hue. It felt like hope, or maybe faith, or maybe just the thought of you. And as the rain began again, each drop like prayer, each gust like grace, I whispered we were never gone, just scattered into different space. Lanterns in the rain, they burn but never stay, flickering through the memories of everything we gave away. Lanterns in the flickering through the memories of everything we gave away. Lanterns in the rain, they rise, then fall, then fade. But somehow through the letting go, we learn what love has made. Another weary moon, the night was wide, and dust rose soft beneath my shoes. The trees all lean like tired souls that knew the sound of what we lose. A single light on the distant hill still burned the way it used to do. And every mile I walked alone felt like a road that led to you. The crickets sang their hollow hymn, the river sighed its steady tune, and through the hush of endless dark I spoke your name to the weary moon. It hung there like an old refrain, a song that time forgot to end. It shimmered low through falling rain and whispered softly, love won't bend. Under the weary moon I stay, where shadows know your name. The night repeats what hearts can't say, and nothing feels the same. The wind still hums our melody through fields we used to roam. Under the weary moon I see the light that calls me home. I passed the bridge we built from hope. Its boards now cracked, the railings gone, but in the air there lingered warmth, the trace of all we leaned upon. The world keeps turning, years drift by, the seasons blur, the colors fade, but even silence holds your voice inside the spaces we once made. And though the past is dressed in dust, it gleams like gold when I look back. The heart still keeps what time forgot. It never learns the art of lack. So when I stand beneath that glow and all the night begins to bloom, I'll let my soul be carried slow under the weary moon. Under the weary moon I stay, where shadows know your name. The night repeats what hearts can't say, and nothing feels the same. The wind still hums our melody through fields we used to roam. Under the weary moon I see the light that calls me home. Through mist and fragile tone, I'll find my peace in what remains, and know I'm never gone. The places time forgot. The hills were dressed in autumn fire. The wind ran soft through amber grain. I stood where all our plans expired and felt the weight of joy and pain. The fence was cracked, the gate hung low, the same old creek that marked our days. And through the dust and fading sun, I saw your ghost in tender haze. The barn was leaning tired, still the floorboard sighed beneath my feet, and every nail and every chill still carried warmth, still carried heat. The photos curled, the pages torn, but faces linger, never rot, and love still blooms in broken things, in the places time forgot. Oh, the places time forgot still whisper when it rains. Every echo, every thought still hums your name in chains. The walls may fade, the sky may fall, but memory knows what time does not. We live forever after all, in the places time forgot. The old clock stopped at 3:30. Its hands too tired to move again, but maybe that's how hearts should be, to stop before they lose what's been. I traced the carvings on the beam, your name beside a crooked heart. It felt like standing in a dream, too real to end, too far to start. And when the night began to fall, the fields turned blue, crickets cried. I felt the calm of letting go of what was lost, of what survived. The stars came out in quiet waves, the same ones shining where you are. And though the road grows dim with age, it's never truly far. All the places time forgot still whisper when it rains. Every echo, every thought still hums your name in chains. The walls may fade, the sky may fall, but memory knows what time does not. We live forever after all, in the places time forgot. And as the morning found the land and brushed the dew from grass and stone, I finally learned what time can't take. You never really go alone. The places time forgot. The hills were dressed in autumn fire. The wind ran soft through amber grain. I stood where all our plans expired and felt the weight of joy and pain. The fence was cracked, the gate hung low, the same old creek that marked our days. And through the dust and fading sun, I saw your ghost in tender haze. The barn was leaning tired, still the floorboard sighed beneath my feet, and every nail and every chill still carried warmth, still carried heat. The photos curled, the pages torn, but faces linger, never rot, and love still blooms in broken things, in the places at 3:30. Its hands too tired to move again. Maybe that's how hearts should be, to stop before they lose what's been. I traced the carvings on the beam, your name beside a crooked heart. It felt like standing in a dream, too real to end, too far to start. And when the night began to fall, the fields turned blue, the crickets cried. I felt the calm of letting go of what was lost, of what survived. The stars came out in quiet waves, the same ones shining where you are. And though the road grows dim with age, it's never truly far. Oh, the places time forgot still whisper when it rains. Every echo, every thought still hums your name in chains. The walls may fade, the sky may fall, but memory knows what time does not. We live forever after all, in the places time forgot. And as the morning found the land and brushed the dew from grass and stone, I finally learned what time can't take. You never really go alone. Beneath the turning sky, the road was quiet after rain. The air still holding what was gone. I walked until the hills grew dark and heard your voice inside a song. The fences hummed with silver light, the crickets played a soft refrain. And somewhere deep behind my chest, I felt the world begin again. The lanterns flickered on the porch, the dust still shining from the past. I thought of all the things we said and how they weren't meant to last. But even endings hold their grace, like leaves that fall without a sound. They rest where all beginnings hide and bloom again from broken ground. Oh, the stars still call our names, even when the years drift by. And though the faces start to fade, our hearts remember why. We are echoes, we are flame, we are ghosts beneath the pine. Oh, the stars still call our names and guide us through the line. I watch the river catch the moon and pull its light across the bend. Each ripple felt like something true that never really learned to end. Your shadow lingered by the gate, half in dream and half in real. I reached to touch the air you left and found the part I couldn't heal. But time is kind in subtle ways. It turns the sharpness into glow, and what was pain becomes the thread that binds the ones we used to know. So if you hear the night unfold and feel the weight of years go by, just know that love still hums your tune beneath the turning sky. Oh, the stars still call our names, even when the years drift by. And though the us through the line. Oh, the stars still call our names, even when the years drift by. And though the faces start to fade, our hearts remember why. We are echoes, we are flame, we are ghosts beneath the pine. Oh, the stars still call our names and guide us through the line. The morning hums with silver light, mist still clings to river stones. I hear your voice in quiet winds, it turns the stillness into tones. The forest breathes the way you did, soft and steady, calm and kind. Every leaf that sways above feels like a thought you left behind. I walked the trail where time stood still, boots sinking deep in autumn ground. The world has changed, but somehow not. Your echoes still are all around. A crow cuts through the ember air, the sound is sharp then fades away. And I remember how we laughed at how the light can lose its way. The sky unfolds a muted blue, the same one that we used to chase. And though the years have carried me, they've never blurred your face. The pines still hum your melody, they sing it low, they sing it true. And I keep walking through the hush, still finding pieces left by